village of Lexington. Welcome to Lexington High School for tonight's OCC MOAC matchup. It's between the 9-0 Lexington Minutemen and the 4-8 Clear Fork Colts. We've got a lot of pregame analysis ahead of us right after these words from our sponsors.
He takes the Tostitos, fakes left, goes right, and dives into the salsa. Now that is how you bring home the snacks.
What is he doing?
Preparing for his next career as a commentator.
Isn't he a little young for that?
All the best players get broadcast deals these days.
Bill's Mafia is going absolutely crazy down here. Isn't that right, Billy? So true, so true. Back to you, Josh. Back to you. Now let's go down onto the field for the coin toss. Doesn't get much better than this.
Welcome to Richland County's first artificial intelligence ATM. And if you car dance to the song you're listening to now, I will give you $50. See, that's something an ATM can never do.
Oh my gosh, are you serious?
Oh, we're serious.
Gosh, that's awesome. Thank you.
Thank you. We hope your day is a little bit better today.
Yes, thank you.
Welcoming everybody back to Lexington High School. Once again, it's an OCC MOAC matchup between the home team, the Lexington Minutemen, and the away team, the Clear Fork Colts. Now, Levi Davis joined in commentary with myself, Austin Fisher, and this one should be quite the exciting game as we take you in to our OH Report pregame show brought to you by Park National Bank. And we have a lot to talk about. We're going to start with the away team here in the 4-8 Clear Fork Colts. No wins in their conference, and unfortunately for them, that cannot start tonight. Let's talk about some keys to the game for the away team in the Clear Fork Colts.
So like Austin said, the Clear Fork Colts 4-8 with their new coach, Coach Bradford. The first key for the Clear Fork Colts, leadership is key. Look for the seniors of the Clear Fork Colts to get out and lead this team during this game. Some guys that came to mind for me are guard Victor Skoog, who's a star quarterback for these Colts over the fall, big man Kaden Riddle, and Powie Alt. These guys got it done in the gridiron this fall. Let's see if they can get it done on the hardwood tonight. Second key for the Clear Fork Colts, slow down the paint. Clear Fork, if they want to win this game, need to slow down the big men for the Lexington Minutemen. That starts with Kaden Riddle, the 6'4" forward. Look to see how they'll match up with Baden Forup, and if the Colts is going to get into a 2-3 zone early to get some bodies in the paint. And last but not least, the last key for the Colts, respect over fear. Clear Fork coming in this game haven't beaten the Minutemen since 2019. The Colts need to play this game with no fear if they want to spoil Lexington Minutemen tonight. Respect the talent and size for Lexington, and we'll see what Clear Fork can do tonight, Austin.
Absolutely. Now let's take a look at a possible MVP candidate if the Clear Fork Colts are able to pull off the upset, the player spotlight for the Colts. Go ahead, Levi.
For Clear Fork, one guy that stands out to me a lot is junior forward Grant Spencer. He's averaging 8.5 points a game. He's a top 20 scorer in the MOAC. He actually had 15 points in the first win in over a year for the Colts against the Edison Chargers. He's averaging 4 rebounds a game and 2 assists, which is second on the team for Clear Fork.
Absolutely. Some great statistics for him, not just for the team, but for the conference as well. As you see the Minutemen side of the court now, let's take a look at some keys for the undefeated Lexington Minutemen trying to become 10-0.
Like Austin said, the 9-0 Lexington Minutemen, led by Coach Hamilton, The first key for the Minutemen, you got to keep pushing. Lexington had a great conference win over the West Holmes last night, 62-41. The Minutemen just need to keep playing the way they have to get to this 9-0 record, Austin. The second key for the Lexington Minutemen is play is play. Some of the key bench players got into the win last night. Look to see what they got tonight, Austin. And last but not least, you have to control the pace. Lexington needs to control this game from start to finish. Lexington needs to go fast and quick, and that starts with the senior guards, A.J. Young and Alex Deberschmidt. Push the pace, and this should be a good night for the Lexington Minutemen.
Absolutely. That is exactly what Scott Hamilton has preached so far this season, and it has worked to an absolute par. Now looking for a possible MVP candidate on the Lexington Minutemen side. It's the back-to-back MVP, Baden Forup.
Yeah, Austin, like you said, our listeners know a lot about Baden Forup, the 6'7" senior forward. He's been averaging 20 points a game over these last 2 games. Like you said, back-to-back OH Report MVPs. Let's see if he can make it 3 times. And he is a Lex floor general tonight. Let's see what he got.
Absolutely. He's been putting up some incredible numbers in these past couple of games. As we are just about 3 minutes away from tip-off, let's talk about a couple of pivotal decisions that either one of these teams can make. Seems like the Minutemen are struggling when the defenses show differently between quarter and quarter. We saw it here on Tuesday night against Worcester. They switched in and out of a zone, went back to man-to-man, caused a lot of confusion offensively for Lexington, and in fact, they actually turned it over 14 times as a result. Do you think rookie head coach Tim Bradford will have something very similar?
Clearly, the Clear Fork Colts watched the film on Tuesday, but as you saw last night, Austin, Lexington made good adjustments when the West Holmes Knights made those defensive adjustments.
Absolutely, and it was, unfortunately for Clear Fork, not getting the job done on Tuesday when they took on the Shelby Whippets. They were absolutely decimated, including giving up 31 to the leading scorer in the MOAC, 17 in the first quarter. If they're going to slow down one player in this game, who is that going to have to be on Lexington's side?
Like we said in the player spotlight, you have to slow down Baden Forup. If you slow him down, it should be a long night for the Lexington Minutemen.
I absolutely agree with that statement. Now, defensively for Lexington, it kind of slowed down at the very end of that game against West Holmes last night. A very star-studded performance from one of the guards of West Holmes, shooting 5 for 5 in the last 8 minutes of that game. Is there one player in particular you're looking at on this Colts roster that the Minutemen are going to have to slow down?
Austin, there are actually 2 players that come to mind when I think of the Clear Fork Colts. Our player spotlight, Grant Spencer, but also big man Kaden Riddle. So we'll see what he got tonight.
Absolutely. Both of those players putting up some great numbers across the board. We are just about a minute and a half away from tip-off as both of these 2 teams getting their last couple shots around in this brand new Lexington High School gymnasium. Once again, I am Austin Fisher, joined in commentary by my color commentating partner, Levi Davis. We're excited to be back here for the 3rd time this week. The Minutemen 2-0 in this span, looking to make it 3 and trying to not be pulled off an upset against by this hungry Clear Fork Colts team. As head coach Tim Bradford going to talk it over with his team. Minutemen getting up their final shots, and we are just about ready to go from the village of Lexington.
Also, Austin, Clear Fork also switching up their starting lineups game to game, so it's going to be interesting to see who they put out there first.
Making it difficult on the teams that watch film. Of course, Lexington, more than likely one of them, given their talent. Great teams watch film. That is something that is pivotal, especially in the sport of basketball, because it can be different from week to week. Starting lineups coming right around the corner. We've also got that for you as well, as both these teams getting ready to receive some applause from their loyal crowd. A good crowd here from the visiting Clear Fork Colts, as they do travel very well. Not a long distance, but some loyalty despite their struggling record early on in the season. And of course, the home team, the Minutemen, always great with their fans. As a home and away team, cheerleaders are being introduced. One final question for you, partner. Do you think the JV game was any implications of what we might see later in this one, as the Minutemen pretty much decimating the Colts in that one?
I'm not completely sure, Austin, but you got to know program history with Coach Hamilton. That's going to be passed down level to level. Not really sure about how
correct.
the new coach for Clear Fork does it, but they probably do it the same way, Austin.
100%. Some things never change within programs, no matter who the coach is, whether that is for the best or the worst. But Tim Bradford, an excellent basketball player in his time, trying to impact this team with his legacy a little bit. As the lineups for each of these teams now, the Clear Fork Colts starting lineup on its way in just a moment. And there it is, senior forward, Kaden Riddle. Victor Skoog, the senior guard, out of an Osdell junior guard who has worked his way up to the starting position. Garrett Hotz, the lone sophomore on this roster, looking to take his underclassmen memorabilia and try to advance it a little bit. And Grant Spencer, the junior forward underneath the basket, trying to make his impact last. As we switch over to the Lexington Minutemen side of things now. The freshman, the starting freshman that everybody in this district knows about, Braden Fogel, the forward. A.J. Young taking the point, the senior guard. Elijah Hudson, the junior forward. Hudson Moore, also a senior forward. And Baden Forup, the back-to-back MTIA MVP, looking to make it 3 straight with another great performance tonight. Wouldn't be surprised if he put up 20 points, maybe even 30. We could see some stellar numbers from the big man standing at 6'7" in that paint. As the final players being introduced for each team. Purple Haze giving credit to their wonderful players as per usual. Some handshakes in the corner with the Purple Haze, always creative and exciting.
Hudson Moore always come with the fire with those handshakes.
Absolutely. Looks like we are ready for our nation's colors. The national anthem, the Star Spangled Banner, is here. Ready for action now as tip-off. In just a matter of seconds, head coaches Tim Bradford and Scott Hamilton giving their last motivational words to each of their teams. The Minutemen looking for business as usual, and the Colts looking to play spoiler in the Minutemen's house. Saturday night matchup live and free on Facebook and YouTube on the OH Report, and here we go.
It's going to be a fun night, Austin. I can't wait, man.
Absolutely, been here back-to-back nights. Last night it was the Minutemen claiming victory over the West Holmes Knights. And here we are. Baden Forup ready to take the tip off. And the Minutemen will win it. Now the Minutemen on offense. Baden Forup with the basketball. Now giving it over to Hudson Moore. Purple Haze believing that they're going to win this one. Now we're to Braden Fogel. Fogel to Elijah Hudson, who will try a three-point attempt. It is blocked, tipped, and rebound is going to go to Victor Skoog, the star football player. Now the ball pushed up the basketball court to Van Osdell. Back out to Skoog, thought about a three. Thinking about it twice. Now going to kick out into the corner. Three-point attempt from Hotz is up and good. Now A.J. Young bring the ball up the court. A three-point attempt from the Colts, elevating them to an early 3-0 lead. As Elijah Hudson nearly turning it over, somehow maintaining possession. Now going to dish it to Hudson Moore. Cross-court pass to A.J. Young in the corner, who's going to penetrate in. Great pass to Baden for it for 2.
Good court vision by A.J. Young, finding Forup in the post.
Absolutely. Now here come the Colts on offense. Skoog, a pass outside and a 2-point shot attempt, I believe, from the big man. Kaden Riddle is up and good. Very close to behind the arc. Perhaps too big of a shoe size to be considered a 3, though. It's only worth 2. As Young and the Minutemen now with the basketball on offense. There goes Hudson Moore working on Van Osdol. Getting inside the paint, a lot of contact, no call. Ball bouncing around, back to Lexington it goes. A.J. Young with the ball. Hudson Moore to Braden Fogle. Now to Elijah Hudson. This 3-point shot attempt not blocked, but it is missed. And a rebound from Forup. His 2-point attempt off the mark as well. Rebound Skoog. Here come the Colts in transition. Great basketball play from them. Hotz again from 3, and he is hot. 2 for 2 to start things out from deep are the Colts.
I love seeing Skoog push the ball with a lot of pace so far, Austin.
Absolutely. Seems like that aggression from football has carried over into basketball. Great crossover move from Young as a foul on the floor. No basket, but we will see our first personal foul of the game. And it's going to go on number 14, Garrett Hotz, who's had a hot start, 2 for 2 from deep. And an early substitution for the Minutemen. The sophomore Gavin Hussey will replace Elijah Hudson. As Young getting it inbounds to Fogle. Fogle losing a handle on it. Now getting it back into the corner he goes. Now to Gavin Hussey, the hot hand for 3 points. And it is off the mark. Very awkward looking shot from him. Rebound to the Colts.
Looks like Lexington is kind of forcing up shots early. I'd like to see them slow down a little bit, Austin.
Another one of your keys to the game is the ball getting out to Victor Skoog. Now offensively, the Colts with a 6-point lead, and it looks like an elbow to the face, not called. So Skoog getting past this man with some contact. A 3-point attempt in the corner, off the mark. Rebound going to Hotz, who thought about an elbow jumper. Instead, it's going to go outside to Riddle. Now back inside to Hotz, working on Hudson Moore. And Riddle was not ready for that, and it's going to be a backcourt violation. Minutemen basketball. 5:13 left in the first quarter, and Lexington maybe caught off guard in the early stages of this one. Haven't played from behind very much this season, but they are early in the first. Now A.J. Young with the basketball. Victor Skoog, the senior, working on him. Pass to the corner to Gavin Hussey. Now inside to Forup. Back outside Hudson Moore. A little 2-point jumper off the mark. Big rebound from Forup is tipped away. And it looks like the Colts get the rebound, but stepping out of bounds on that one is Grant Spencer. Minutemen will retain possession underneath the basket.
Look out for the lob play maybe from this inbound to Fogle.
See if they can get one successfully. Instead, it's going to go to Forup. Now outside, Gavin Hussey thought about a 3. Now the Minutemen going to try again as Young getting it into Forup on the low block. Outside it goes to Hussey. Now to Fogle. Tough 2-point shot off the mark. Rebound Forup under the basket, also no good. And the Minutemen missing the slew of shots early, but an unforced turnover from the Colts is going to give Lexington the ball right back.
So far, the Colts are doing a really good job of one of our pregame keys of slowing down the paint.
And it's absolutely true with as big of a lineup as Lex has. Make it difficult for him, make him shoot threes. It's an elbow jumper from Forup, is up, sitting on the rim, and it will fall for the Minutemen. So Skoog and the Colts ahead by 4 points, looking for a huge upset on Saturday night. Now Grant Spencer to the wing to Van Osdol, who will dribble drive on A.J. Young. Now Skoog with the basketball, working on the freshman Fogle. To the corner, goes to Hotz. He's got 2 threes early. Cutting inside of the paint, and a foul call on Hudson Moore.
Looked like Hudson didn't get a lot of contact, but clearly the refs did not see that.
As a result of the foul, the Colts will go to the line to shoot 2 free throws. Purple Haze not happy with the call, but unfortunately their opinions are not going to change it. As Hotz looking for his 7th and 8th points from the line. His first free throw attempt off the mark. Substitution for either team here. Alex Depperschmidt will replace A.J. Young for the Minutemen. And it looks like Adam Van Osdol will head to the bench for Logan Anderson for the Colts. Hotz's second free throw attempt with 4:09 left in the first quarter. is up and also no good. A rebound, Baden Forup.
Looks like A.J. Young's receiving a little bit of treatment for that elbow he took on the bench right here.
Absolutely. Once again, that one not called by the officials. Here come the Minutemen underneath the basket. 2-point layup good by Hudson Moore.
Looks like the Minutemen are getting in an early full court press.
Yeah, maybe having to force some pressure if they want to take their lead back. As a kick to the corner to Hotz. Losing his man for a second. Now out to Skoog. Depperschmidt working on him defensively. Skoog's going to take one in his face off the mark. And a rebound to this large Minutemen team. Here comes Hudson Moore in transition. Now to Fogel. Fogel from outside the arc looking to make something happen. Dribble drive inside, little unbelievable layup with the left hand. How did he do that? Wow. We usually see one or two dunks from him every night, but I don't know if we've seen that play of impressiveness. And a three-point shot attempt is missed there from the Colts. Rebound Fogel. Here come the Minutemen in a tie game, and a little too far on the pass there for Gavin Husty. Doesn't quite have the 4-3 40 in him to get there, and the Minutemen will turn it over. As we will have an early timeout call on the floor. The game tied at 8 apiece with 3:10 left in the first quarter. Just a 30-second timeout. So we're going to stay right here with you and talk about what we have seen so far. Looks like the Clear Fork Colts are listening to your keys to the game, Levi. They've done well slowing down the Minutemen in the paint as they have this game right where they want it, tied 8-8 in the first.
Absolutely. And the seniors are really stepping up for the Colts. Like I said pregame, Victor Skoog really leading the charge for the Colts right now.
Absolutely. The Colts really imposing their will early. It seems like they would have controlled this game because when it is in their hands, they seem to have their word for it. And the Minutemen trying to slow down this Colts offense, who started out hot. They've seemed to simmer down more. As the Minutemen staying in this full court press. Fogel on Grant Spencer. As Spencer will bring it up the court. 3 minutes left in the first. Good defense here from Fogel as Spencer taking it right into the paint. Air ball jump shot, rebound in the paint, and a kick out. Now to the outside, Pauiot, three-point attempt, no good. And another rebound, great pass underneath as Garrett Hotz has 2 more points.
Garrett Hotz getting really hot early.
Absolutely. 2 threes and a 2-point attempt as well. 8 points in the first quarter. Braden Fogel with the basketball now, looking to make something happen for the Minutemen on the offensive end. Hudson Moore from the free throw line. And instead it's going to go underneath the Depperschmidt, kick out to the corner. Gavin Husty for 3. He's got it. In the full court press now are the Minutemen. Gavin Husty getting right back to it defensively. That's Grant Spencer bringing the ball up the court. To the wing it goes. A 3-point attempt for the Colts is off the mark. Rebound Braden Fogel. Here come the Minutemen. Alex Depperschmidt quickly in transition. Again to Gavin Husty, who attacks the paint. And that's going to go off the face of a Clear Fork defender, but it is going to stay inbounds, and the Colts will have it. Here comes Pauiot in transition. Almost another 3-point attempt there as Hudson Moore off his feet. Great take inside by Hotz, looking for his 10th points. Doesn't have it. Underneath the rebound, though, is going to go to Dorneburner. Now here come the Minutemen trailing by 1. Early on in this game, 1.5 left in the first quarter. Gavin Husty looking for someone to pass to. Going to find Forup. Little handoff. Great play there from the Minutemen as a take to the rim is tipped away. Turnover from the Minutemen. Here come the Colts. Pauiot now got a kick to the outside. Dornbyer, his 3-point attempt up and no good. Rebound, Gavin Husty. Very fast-paced game so far in the first quarter. As almost another turnover from the Minutemen there. Fogel going to clean it up for right now. In the corner. Fogel will stay with the basketball. He's got Grant Spencer on him. Getting a screen from Hudson Moore. Attacking the basket. Now kick out. Little free throw jump shot is short from Forup. Tipped around, and it's going to be won by the Colts. Here they come in transition. Logan Anderson. Double teamed. Kick out. Pauiot, who thought about stepping up for a 3. Instead, with 45 seconds left in the first, he pulls it back. Logan Anderson up top to Grant Spencer. And Spencer's going to try a deep 3-point shot. In and out. Rebound Fogel.
Clear Fork's doing a really good job spacing out the floor, disrupting the Minutemen on defense.
Absolutely, as Hudson Moore going to try his luck from 3. It is off the mark. Rebound, Forup underneath the basket. As he has that one swatted away, another rebound and a missed shot from Hudson Moore. And again, here come the Colts in transition. Pauiot, elbow jump shot, will not fall. Rebound Forup on both ends of the floor, and a turnover from Forup. Now a three-point attempt for the Colts. Up and good from deep. It's Garrett Hotz. Now 5 seconds left in the first. Can the Minutemen get a late basket as Depperschmidt going to go to the basket. Scoop layup. It is not going to fall for the Minutemen. And what a great quarter for the Colts as they lead by 4 by a score of 15-11. Who would have saw this one coming? It's going to be an entertaining last 3 quarters. We'll be right back after this commercial break.
He takes the Tostitos, fakes left, goes right, and dives into the salsa. Now that is how you bring home the snacks.
What is he doing?
Preparing for his next career as a commentator.
Isn't he a little young for that?
All the best players get broadcast deals these days.
Bill's Mafia is going absolutely crazy down here. Isn't that right, Billy? So true, so true. Back to you, Josh. Back to you. Now let's go down onto the field for the coin toss. Doesn't get much better than this.
Back now in Lexington where the Clear Fork Colts with a 4-8 record hold a surprising 15-11 advantage at the end of one over the Minutemen. Lexington going to try to reclaim the lead. They haven't played from behind very much this season, but they do here at the end of one as we get into the second quarter. With the Colts starting out the basketball up the court comes Victor Skoog. And he's going to drive straight into the paint. Little dish underneath. Up for 2 by Riddle is no good. However, a foul is called. So Levi, words of wisdom from Scott Hamilton at the intermission. What do you think he said to his team?
I think it was telling the team just to stay patient. It's really early in this game so far, and you're only down 4. Let's see how the Minutemen can adjust.
Seems like maybe they thought they would have this game won before it even started. First attempt from Riddle off the front of the rim, no good.
Looks like Joe Caudell entered the game. Big piece for the Minutemen last night.
Absolutely. Very calm player for Lexington, maybe trying to settle down this team as they've been trying to go, and it has not worked out yet. The second free throw attempt from Riddle is good. 5-point advantage, Clear Fork. Here comes Lexington. Young to Hudson. Back to Young. Now to Depperschmidt outside the arc. Swinging it around A.J. Young's way. Screen from Elijah Hudson. It's A.J. Young. Inside to Hudson Moore. Great pass and a foul call as a result. So to the line for 2 will be Hudson Moore. Foul on Milo Burgolder, the junior.
It's good to see Hudson Moore kind of gain his confidence back going downhill on that play right there.
Absolutely. Great find underneath the basket there from A.J. Young as Moore's first free throw attempt will fall. Minutemen trailing by 4. Haven't had a lead since 2-0 in this game early. It's Hudson Moore. His second free throw attempt, also good. Another huge thing in this game, it could be free throws. The Colts starting out 1 for 4 and the Minutemen 2 for 2. Can make a huge difference down the stretch, especially depending on how close Clear Fork can keep this game. As a baseball pass down the court, gonna work for the Colts. And a kick out outside the arc, a 3-point attempt for Van Osdol will fall as he lets the Purple Haze know about it. Now down the court, here comes A.J. Young attacking the basket, underneath the basket, and it's tipped out off of A.J. Young. What a smart play from the Colts, and they've got all the momentum right now.
Looked like Joe Caudell kind of got confused on that play. Maybe a little freshman mistake right there, Austin.
That could be a possibility. A little bit of freshman youth as we have yet another timeout. 30-second timeout taken here by the Colts. Maybe trying to slow their guys down as Tim Bradford wants to talk it over with his team. Once again, I'm Austin Fisher, joined in commentary with Levi Davis. And what a great game we've had so far. Just 40 seconds into the second quarter, but the Clear Fork Colts not taking their foot off the gas whatsoever.
Definitely not. This is something nobody expected tonight, Austin, but Clear Fork Colts coming out with something to play with.
Seems like the Minutemen thought they had this game won before it started, and the Colts letting them know they are here to play. As now the Minutemen trailing by 6 with a full court press. Trying to force a couple turnovers from Clear Fork, who is a very turnover-prone team. Victor Skoog leading the team with turnovers, averaging 4 a night. Maybe they try to get him the basketball and force a turnover as they have him double teamed right now. And this could be a 5-second call, and it absolutely is. Right on cue, Victor Skoog. Nobody to pass to. Great double team for the Minutemen, and there may be some momentum. So now Lexington desperately needing some points. Did not expect to be trailing at this point in the game. 7 minutes left in the second quarter. A.J. Young with Skoog working on him. Now the pass to Elijah Hudson. Into the corner it goes. Alex Depperschmidt. Back to Hudson around the arc. A.J. Young now with the ball. Inside to Hudson. Minutemen really not getting anywhere offensively. Good defense here from the Colts. Now Elijah Hudson to the elbow. Now to Hudson Moore. Good spin move underneath. And an offensive foul is going to be called. I believe it's an offensive foul. And rather, it's going to be a foul on the Colts. I believe the official signal for an offensive foul, but Logan Anderson going to be charged instead. So the Minutemen now keeping possession into Joe Caudill, working hard in the paint. Kick out to Elijah Hudson. Outside the arc. Now to A.J. Young. Dribble penetration, great take as he lost the basketball. Tipped out of bounds, and the Lexington Minutemen will retain possession.
A.J. Young in that position, he just needs to set up a play, slow down the game a little bit for the Lexington Minutemen.
Absolutely. The full starting 5 back in for the Minutemen as they've all caught their breathers on their own schedule. Fogle and Forup checking back in for Depperschmidt and Caudill. Fogle going to get the ball right away. Kick outside to Young, who gets a screen from Hudson Moore. A.J. Young looking for a pass, doesn't find it. And Hudson Moore outside, and we're going to have a foul off the ball. Number 15, Grant Spencer, trying to guard the 5-star recruit freshman, Braden Fogle. That'll be the 13th team foul, or the 4th team foul, rather, on the Colts. So still a few to go until anything is called. As Fogle inside to Forup. Now back outside to Young. The Minutemen cannot get anything going offensively. As Young thought about trying this off for 3 instead. Great pass to Forup, and maybe that's a little bit of a momentum shift for the Minutemen. Now the Colts with the ball. 6 minutes left in the half. Here comes Skoog, getting right into it. Now kick outside for 3, Van Osdol. He's got it! And the Colts are just getting easy buckets.
Adam's really feeling it tonight, Austin.
He absolutely is. As A.J. Young, hand off to Braden Fogle. And a traveling violation, another freshman mistake for Lexington. And the Colts will have the ball with 5:40 left in the second quarter, ahead by 7. Who would have expected this? Yeah, Skoog will get the ball right back. Seems like a very fatal error in the Minutemen's defensive judgment is when Skoog dribble penetrates. Seems like the help side comes too far, leaving a wide open 3 for either Hotz or Van Osdol. As this time, though, the Colts are going to turn it over. Ball goes to Baden Forup, and the Minutemen trying to push with numbers. Here comes Fogle. Outside now to Hudson. He'll try his luck from deep. Doesn't have it. And a tipped out of bounds. It's going to stay with the Minutemen. So now Lexington trailing by 7. Trying to cut this deficit. As the Minutemen working on an inbound play. Kind of broke away there. Get the ball into Forup. Now to Hudson Moore. To the corner, A.J. Young. Little floater off the front of the rim. Rebound Forup underneath. The big man is going to go to the line for 2.
Way to draw that contact by Baden Forup.
So hard to rebound over the 6'7" senior. Who's been talking to scouts nonstop all week. Looking for his 3rd straight MVP here. Already has 6 points. Looking for his 7th and 8th from the line. Forup's first free throw attempt is up and good. Well, Levi, for a big man, he can shoot the free throw pretty low. That's usually a flaw in many big guys' free throw shots.
Yeah, that's kind of a key piece to Baden Forup. Him being able to shoot this free throw is really a turning point for the Lexington Minutemen.
Absolutely, although on that one, the second one is no good. So the Minutemen only cut the deficit by a point. Has the full court pressure from Lexington. Good result in a foul. So A.J. Young called for his 2nd personal. Alex Depperschmidt going to replace him. Minutemen now with 3 team fouls, the Colts with 5. Boy, Clear Fork, gotta love the way they're playing right now. It seems like they are controlling this game offensively and defensively, taking it away from the Minutemen on the road as Victor Skoog now being defended by Depperschmidt. And a great poke there from Depperschmidt as Fogel. Here he comes in transition, but a traveling violation is going to be called, and the Minutemen are not happy about it, but I believe that's the right call.
It didn't look like Alex had full possession of that ball. Not really sure what the referee saw, though.
Not sure if they called that one on Depperschmidt or Fogel. Nonetheless, a pretty late whistle as Fogel almost put up another highlight reel dunk there, but instead he was cut short. Now the Colts with the ball again in their backcourt, trying to break away from this press. As Powey-Alt now to the side to Riddle, who's double teamed, lost the basketball. Elijah Hudson stealing it away, going straight to the basket, and a foul. No good on the layup, but he's going to go to the line to shoot 2. Hudson wanting an intentional foul there. Sorry to cut you off. Go ahead.
Yeah, Elijah, like you just said, pleading for that intentional foul to the referee, trying to get that technical.
May have been too close to the basket for that to be called, but a little bit of a push. Getting away with it are the Clear Fork Colt defenders, as Hudson's first free throw attempt is off the mark. Into the game now for the Colts, replacing the big man underneath is number 21, Bo Dornbeyer. Hudson's second free throw attempt is up and good. Minutemen trailing by 5, staying in that full court press. A pass to the middle, and the Colts break it with just 2 passes. Now Spencer with the ball. Wide open, almost took the 3-point attempt. Depperschmidt stops him. Now Powey-Alt. Little switch here. Depperschmidt will guard him now. So he gets another screen, all at the top of the key. 4:15 left of the second. And the Colts are going to lose the basketball here, so it's going to be out of bounds. Into the Minutemen it will go, down by 5. Could have been a backcourt violation, but instead Van Osdol electing to let it roll out of bounds, maybe set up the Minutemen with worse position. Depperschmidt with the basketball. 4 minutes to go in the second quarter. Minutemen trying to take back the lead before halftime as Elijah Hudson from outside the arc. Gonna cut inside of the paint, tough 2-point jumpers, up and good.
Good job by Elijah Hudson, finishing through a lot of contact in the post.
Well, the Minutemen really need a spark right now. Maybe Hudson is that player, the junior, as Alt slips on the floor. No travel call, and the Lexington fans are livid. So the Colts up by 3, maintaining possession. Powey-Alt working on Elijah Hudson. Lost it again, it is deflected. Good pressure from Hudson here on both ends of the court. Now Alt working on Fogel. The swing pass to Dornbeyer. And now a 3-point shot attempt from Spencer is off the mark. Tip pass going to Forup. Here come the Minutemen in transition with Fogel on the other side. Hudson Moore going to take it himself, and an offensive foul is the call. And the Minutemen pleading their case. Hudson Moore trying to tell the official his feet weren't set. And that is definitely debatable, but he's not going to win that call now. So the Colts with some great transition defense, trying to break this full court press of Lexington once again as they do. Get it over half court, and Fogel nearly stealing it away. The Minutemen out of position. Powey-Alt stepping up into the corner. The ball goes. 3-point attempt from Anderson off the mark. Rebound Fogel, the freshman. Here he comes in transition. Trying to go by himself all the way, and he will, but he doesn't finish. Rebound Forup, it's up and good.
Good put back by Forup right there. Right place at the right time.
Absolutely, Fogel. Everything but the finish, and Forup has got the finish for him as Powey-Alt now has the ball taken away from him by Depperschmidt, and a jump ball is the call on the floor. It's going to go to Lexington. Some good pressure here from this half-court defense of the Minutemen.
Yeah, the 2-2-1 zone it looks like in the full court press is really giving troubles to the Colts.
It is indeed. Could be a good sign for head coach Bradford to take a timeout, but he will elect not to. The Minutemen only trailing by 1. Looking to take the lead on this offensive possession. As Moore to Elijah Hudson. Now to Depperschmidt, inside to Forup on the elbow. As Depperschmidt with a great cut. Forup didn't find him as he almost lost the ball. Back outside to Fogel. Minutemen will reset. Screen here from Depperschmidt. Fogel gonna take it himself. What a great move from the freshman. Doesn't get the roll, unfortunately. Rebound for up. He's got the layup. And the Minutemen lead once again, 23-22. Now the Colts trying to break the press. This time they will. Grant Spencer into the corner. Three-point attempt from Anderson. Off the mark again. It seems like Lexington is going to give the Colts that attempt as many times as they want it. And a foul call here is going to go against the Colts and the Minutemen with all the momentum.
Look for the Lexington Minutemen on this possession. Kind of draw something up for the sharpshooter, Gavin Husty.
Absolutely. The Minutemen on a 7-0 run as it stands. And because of that previous foul, they're going to shoot the 1-and-1 bonus. It's going to be Elijah Hudson for the Minutemen going to the line. Hudson is 1 for 2 in this game so far. Minutemen lead by 1. 2:09 left in the second. Hudson's first free throw attempt up and good. So get some high fives from his teammates. No substitutions made in between free throw attempts. So Hudson will take his second of 2. Trying to make it a 3-point game here. Second attempt is up and good. Minutemen staying in this press. It's Gavin Husty now guarding Grant Spencer in the backcourt. Getting it past him for now to Hotz. Now back to Spencer. Got to get it across, and they will. Van Osdol thought about a 3. Now going to drive little floaters off the mark. Rebound underneath. Now back to Van Osdol it goes. And a steal attempt from Depperschmidt. What great defense he's putting on so far. And now great ball movement here from the Colts. 3-point attempt from Hotz is up and no good. A rebound Depperschmidt. And it looked like an abrupt whistle or maybe a shoe squeaking caught Depperschmidt off guard, but the Minutemen stay with the ball. Great pass there from Elijah Hudson. And a hard foul underneath. Hudson Moore to the line to shoot 2.
Really good backdoor cut right there by Hudson Moore, and good find.
What do you think that was, partner? An inadvertent whistle or a shoe squeaking that caught Depperschmidt off guard?
It sounded like a whistle, but I'm not completely sure.
Well, the officials letting them play. Could be a good excuse there for the Colts defensively as they were caught off guard too. A wide open Hudson Moore under the basket. Missing it but getting fouled as his first free throw attempt is good. Minutemen now on a 10-0 run in the second quarter. 1:35 left to go in the half. Hudson Moore, his second attempt is good as well. Now the Colts trying to break this press once again. They've struggled against it all game. As that one going through the legs of a Colt, but it's going to benefit them. Van Osdol's 3-point attempt is up and no good again. Rebound for up. Here come the Minutemen in transition. Elijah Hudson looking for the inside pass to Hudson Moore. A tough 2-point attempt is up. No good, but he will head to the line once again.
The Lexington transition offense is looking really good in this first half, Austin.
And it really is, and it seems like the Minutemen giving the Colts any 3-point attempt they want by themselves, and they've missed quite a few now that they're tired arms and legs for both teams. And Hudson Moore for the second consecutive possession going to the line to shoot 2. His first attempt off the rim short. 9 personal fouls in this first half for the Colts. So any other foul from here on out, so long as it is not offensive, the Minutemen will shoot 2 free throws. Hudson Moore, his second attempt is good. Substitution here for the Minutemen. Hudson Moore going to be replaced by the freshman Joe Caudill.
Look for Clear Fork to kind of slow down their game, get something set up for one of the shooters.
Just a minute 16 left. They would love to chew as much clock off as possible. Try to catch their breath at halftime. Skoog bringing it up the court. Little pass to the side here to Burghalter. Now back to Skoog. Skoog going to take it himself. Little reverse layup, and look at the heroics from Skoog as he puts it in.
Looks like a little underneath scoop and score right there by Victor Skoog.
An acrobatic play from the senior. And now the Minutemen with a 4-point lead, 50 seconds left in the half. As Depperschmidt receiving a hard foul there from Hotz. This will take a moment to get up, but Depperschmidt going to the line to shoot his first 2 free throws of the evening. So Depperschmidt shooting in the double bonus in just a moment. As substitutions here for the Colts, Dornbauer will check back in. And it looks like that is Jax Lamp there at the scores table. Believe he's going to take the shooter as the officials discuss something. And now going to let Depperschmidt finally shoot his free throws. 49 seconds left in the half. Minutemen up by 4. Depperschmidt's first of 2 free throw attempts is up, and it is short. Nearly an air ball there on the free throw from Depperschmidt. Touches the front of the rim. He'll have a chance to correct his mistake. So Depperschmidt, his second of 2 free throw attempts, is up. And it does not fall for him. Missing 2 opportunities at the line. Now here come the Colts trying to make this a 1-possession game once again. Grant Spencer working on Husty. Good screen from Burkhalter. Spencer now to Burkhalter. Outside it goes again to Spencer. 30 seconds left in the half. Spencer putting on some good moves here on Husty. But he is not budging defensively. Great individual defense from the sophomore. As Spencer still trying to take him. Husty still not letting him.
There you go.
And that's 5 seconds. And that is all Gavin Husty. What beautiful defense from the sophomore. And that is dedication on the defensive end.
Really good job by Gavin Husty right there. Giving a little bit of momentum for the last couple seconds in the second half.
See if the Lexington Minutemen can carry momentum here. 15 seconds left in the half. A last-second bucket perhaps could happen here. Less than 10 seconds to go. Screen from Forup. Inside Husty goes. Now trying to kick outside. Elijah Hudson with the basketball. 3 seconds left. 2 seconds. A tough three-point shot attempt up and no good. And that will do it for the first half of this one. It's the Clear Fork Colts 24, the Lexington Minutemen 28. The Minutemen with a lot of momentum right now, but I'm not going to lie to you, my partner. The Colts have a lot to be proud of so far. As you see the scoreboard there, we will be back after these commercial breaks to discuss what has gone on in the first half of action.
He takes the Tostitos, fakes left, goes right, and dives into the salsa. Now that is how you bring home the snacks.
What is he doing?
Preparing for his next career as a commentator.
Isn't he a little young for that?
All the best players get broadcast deals these days.
Bill's Mafia is going absolutely crazy down here. Isn't that right, Billy? So true, so true. Back to you, Josh. Back to you. Now let's go down onto the field for the coin toss. Doesn't get much better than this.
Welcome to Richland County's first artificial intelligence ATM. If you car dance to the song you're listening to now, I will give you $50. See, that's something an ATM can never do.
Oh my gosh, are you serious?
Oh, we're serious.
Gosh, that's awesome. Thank you.
Thank you. We hope your day is a little bit better today.
Yes, thank you.
back here in Lexington with about 6 minutes to go until the start of the third quarter. It's the Minutemen 28 and the Colts 24. What a great first quarter it was for Clear Fork as they led 15-11 at the end of one, but the Minutemen getting a little bit of momentum back with a 10-0 run pushed forward by senior forward Hudson Moore. Underneath the basket had a lot of great stats as it was Baden Forup leading the way for the Minutemen with 11 points, and it was Garrett Hotz getting hot early for the Clear Fork Colts, putting up 11 points of his own, as we will turn it down to the floor to our partner Levi Davis, who's got a word from the Purple Haze.
What's up, everybody? I'm here with some of the key players for the Lex soccer team. First, I'm going to start out with Brody Eric. Brody, kind of a rough half for the Lexington Minutemen, only leading by 4. How are we feeling, Brody?
I think we still be pretty confident. I think we're in a little bit of a slump, but I don't see why not. They could fix this at halftime.
Absolutely, Brody. Next, I got my man, Michael Tagliati. Togs, we see you guys in the student section getting hyped.
Yeah.
How are we feeling, man?
We were hyped at first. Obviously, like what Brod said, bit of a rocky start. Slowed our momentum down a little bit, but we got the lead back. Up by 4 points, looking to extend the lead, so we're going to get turned up in the second half.
And last but not least, my good friend, Jack Hebel. Jack, how are we feeling, man? Kind of a rough half. How are we going to bounce back?
It's just that Lex pride. It's always there in the student section. We always manage to find a way to come back. I'm confident.
Hey, like he said, Lex pride, statewide. Back to you, Austin.
Thank you, Levi, for the halftime update. Now less than 5 minutes to go before the half. We're going to take a commercial break one last time, and we'll have even more stats and a breakdown of half number 1 when we are back.
He takes the Tostitos, fakes left, goes right, and dives into the salsa. Now that is how you bring home the snacks.
What is he doing?
Preparing for his next career as a commentator.
Isn't he a little young for that?
All the best players get broadcast deals these days.
Bill's Mafia is going absolutely crazy down here. Isn't that right, Billy? So true, so true. Back to you, Josh. Back to you. Now let's go down onto the field for the coin toss. Doesn't get much better than this.
Welcome to Richland County's first artificial intelligence ATM. And if you car dance to this song you're listening to now, I will give you $50. See, that's something an ATM can never do.
Oh my gosh, are you serious?
Oh, we're serious.
Gosh, that's awesome. Thank you.
Thank you. We hope your day is a little bit better today.
Yes, thank you.
back here in Lexington, getting ready for some second half action between the Colts and the Minutemen. Lexington leading 28-24 at the break. I'm Austin Fisher, joined in commentary by Levi Davis, and we are getting ready for another action-packed half of basketball. It's been exciting thus far. Looking to continue with the exciting action as the Colts will start with the basketball to begin quarter number 3. Looking to pull off a shocking upset on a January Saturday night. As here we go for half number 2. Skoog immediately starting with the basketball. Now outside to the side, it's going to go to Spencer. Working on Fogel, great defense from the freshman. Now inside it goes, good defense there from Hudson. Takes a deflection out of bounds. Cool train, maintain possession. Underneath the basket, rough play there, and it's going to be a kickball violation. So we're going to try this one more time.
Look to see the Clear Fork Colts kind of run a set play for Garrett Hotz out of this inbound.
Absolutely. A very good first quarter of action for him, as the ball instead will go to Spencer. Spencer going to look into the corner. The senior Skoog for 3 points is up and no good. He's going to get his own rebound. Elijah Hudson forgetting to box out. Cross-court pass to Hudson is deflected. And some good hustling here from the Minutemen will not result in a turnover as it was deflected across the backcourt. Here come the Colts, 3-on-2. Inside, driving attempt for Van Osdale as he gets it to fall.
Finishing under pressure is Adam Van Osdale. Really good job by him.
Well, the junior, who's been receiving more and more time, now listed as a starter here for the Colts. 7 minutes to go in the third quarter. Minutemen seeing the ball on the offensive side for the first time this half as Young on the elbow. Kick out Elijah Hudson. Little drive, fadeaway, jump shot, up and good. Good bucket there from Elijah Hudson. Carrying over from a good first half as Skoog thought about a 3. Instead, he's going to throw it to Van Osdale, who will try a 3 himself. It's up and good.
Third 3 of the night right there by Adam Van Osdale.
Van Osdale now tying the top of the scoring chart for the Clear Fork Colts with 11. Him and Garrett Hotz have had a good campaign early on in this one. A.J. Young now with the basketball. 4 up, wants it on the post, working hard. Doesn't get it. Instead, it's going to go to Hudson Moore at the elbow. Now out to Elijah Hudson. Between the legs he goes, gets it tipped away, and it is stolen by Hotz. Here comes Garrett Hotz, as this time it is tipped away by Young, but Hotz maintains it, missing the layup. Put back no good from Van Osdale, and the basketball is going to stay with the Colts. Very chaotic play there. But Clear Fork going to maintain possession. Looks like maybe Elijah Hudson getting a bit too cocky. Now Hotz thought about a 3. Good defense here from Hudson. To Victor Skoog, the basketball goes. She will take it to the top of the key. Working on A.J. Young. Skoog going to take it. Now to the corner it goes to Spencer. Good defense from Fogel. Behind the back pass to Skoog. Almost didn't work out, but he maintains possession. Screen here coming from Hotz. A switch off. Elijah Hudson will take Skoog now. As Skoog drive it on Hudson, getting past him. The left scoop layup is no good. Tipped rebound will go to Elijah Hudson, and here come the Minutemen in transition. Young behind the back he goes. Looking for a pass, finding Elijah Hudson, who turned it over on the previous possession. Holding it strong, A.J. Young will step into a 3-point shot. Does not fall, and the rebound is going to go to Riddle.
Good look right there by A.J. Young, just a little bit off.
Now Victor Skoog with the basketball. Colts only trailing by 1, looking to take the lead on this possession. Hotz now with the ball.
Looks like Adam Van Osdale is trying to get open.
And Hotz going to take it himself. Doesn't work out for him as he misses the layup. Elijah Hudson, down the court he goes. A 3-point shot at transition, off the mark. Rebound, Fogel, the freshman, he's got the putback. Once again, right place, right time for Braden Fogel. And here come the Colts. Victor Skoog trying an NBA range 3. He buries it. And we're tied at 32 with 5 to go in the third.
Clear Fork Colts are really feeling it from the perimeter, Austin.
They really are. Such a difficult place to guard for the Minutemen. And just 4 players for the Colts making up for all 32 of their points. Van Osdale and Holtz in double figures. Now Hudson Moore going to kick it to the corner. Elijah Hudson with the basketball. He'll try a tough 2-point jump shot, but they're all falling for him. Now Elijah Hudson with 9 points. He's had a good start to quarter number 3. Here come the Colts trailing by 2. Victor Skoog getting a screen, and an offensive foul. A legal screen is going to be the call, I believe. And it will be, yes, it's going to go against Kaden Riddle, the 6'5" senior, with a little extra movement at the end of that screen. Turnover, ball back to Lexington as A.J. Young will be replaced by another senior, Alex Depperschmidt. The Colts so far winning the quarter by 2. 10 points in just 3 minutes and 45 seconds. It's Depperschmidt looking to add to the Minuteman total. Handoff here. Now Braden Fogel, great play, but Elijah Hudson couldn't control the pass. And the Minutemen turned it over.
Looks like that could work in the future for the Lexington Minutemen. Elijah Hudson, ball just went right through his hands.
Well, Hudson did get open, just didn't catch it cleanly. Now the Minutemen in a 3-1-1 press and a tip pass there. Almost a great save. And I believe a foul is going to be called. See who this is on as the water cooler gets put on its side after the great hustle there from Depperschmidt. And I think we're going to see a push on the Colts. And that is exactly what we're going to see. Definitely a dangerous play, putting Depperschmidt in quite a dangerous area for injury, but instead it will not be called. Coach Scott Hamilton trying to convince him for that to happen. Instead, we get a full timeout call from head coach Tim Bradford, which means we'll be right back after this commercial break.
He takes the Tostitos, fakes left, goes right, and dives into the salsa. Now that is how you bring home the snacks.
What is he doing?
Preparing for his next career as a commentator.
Isn't he young for that?
All the best players get broadcast deals these days.
Bill's Mafia is going absolutely crazy down here. Isn't that right, Billy? So true, so true. Back to you, Josh. Back to you. Now let's go down onto the field for the coin toss. Doesn't get much better than this.
Back now from Lexington High School, I'm Austin Fisher, joined in commentary by my partner Levi Davis. As we are in the third quarter here, the Minutemen trying to get some points as an underneath layup will not fall for the freshman Fogel. And the Minutemen only lead by 2 still. 4 minutes to go. Powie Alt checking in here for the Colts. As Alt working hard to get open. He's going to kick it to Van Osdell. He's been hot from deep. Fake there on Hudson Moore. Back out to Powie Alt. He'll try his luck from deep. It is way short. An air ball. And the ball will go to the Minutemen. Substitution now. Powie Alt's going to be replaced by Skoog, who got a quick breather. But the Colts got to be proud of themselves thus far. Keeping a great fight in this game as Depperschmidt calling the plays from the point, bringing the ball to the floor for the Minutemen, being the general. As Fogel inside, great play to Forup. Now back outside to Depperschmidt. Outside again, Hudson Moore from deep. His three-pointer off the mark. Rebound, Alex Depperschmidt. Little man making a big play. Forup now on the block. Great post move. His two-point attempt is going to get the friendly roll.
Great sequence right there by the Lexington Minutemen. Really started off with the ball movement and finished with Forup.
Never giving up on the play, and it does pay dividends as the inbound here. Almost stolen by Depperschmidt. What a great play from him on the defensive end. He is a stellar defender.
Really good hustle right there by Depperschmidt. Getting really involved in this game so far.
Looks like Joe Caudill is going to check in from the Minutemen and Kaden Riddle for the Clear Fork Colts. Forup will take a seat, as will Bergholder for the Colts. 3 minutes left to go in the third. Clear Fork with the ball, trailing by 4. Inbounded to Skoog, stolen by Elijah Hudson, who will not quite have it. Stolen back by Skoog, never giving up on the play as he will give it underneath to Riddle. Riddle working on the freshman Caudill, and he draws a foul. Foul on the play there from the freshman, Joe Caudill. His first personal of the game. Kind of got put in an unlucky situation as Elijah Hudson seems like he just can't grab the basketball since this timeout.
Yeah, nothing else you can really do if you're Joe Caudill in that situation.
Absolutely not, as Riddle's first attempt is off the mark. First free throw attempts of the evening for the big man. As Grant Spencer will check in for Logan Anderson. Riddle's second free throw attempt Off the front of the rim, no good. Tipped rebound, brought down by the Minutemen. It's Hudson Moore. Here comes Lexington, leading by 4. Less than 3 to go in the third quarter. Alex Depperschmidt now. Handoff, Elijah Hudson. Trying to make something happen. Kick to the corner, it goes to Depperschmidt. Inside, great pass to Elijah Hudson, who lays it up easily for 2. Now 2.5 to go in the third. Minutemen still pressing on. As Skoog will break the press here for the Colts. Elijah Hudson is going to get called for an unnecessary foul. Just his first of the evening, though. Nothing too harmful. Gavin Husty looking to check in here for the Minutemen. We'll see who he replaces. And it's going to be Elijah Hudson.
Looks like some frustrations brewing out for the Lexington Minutemen. Maybe call a timeout, get that settled down a little bit.
Well, Coach Scott Hamilton deciding not to, just one player he may want to talk to for now. Instead, the ball going inside of Riddle, who couldn't come up with it. As Fogel going behind the back, what a move from the freshman, and he is fouled in transition. As he nearly had an all-star moment with 2:17 left in the third.
That's the only way you're going to stop him, if you foul him half court.
That's absolutely correct. Now, the NBA did initiate a rule, something like that, where if you foul a man in transition purposefully, it's a one-shot technical, but that has not quite reached the high school level yet, and who knows if it will in the coming years. Instead, the Minutemen will inbound from the sideline, as the ball will go to Alex Depperschmidt. 2:15 left to go in the third. Depperschmidt inside the Caudill, the freshman floater, short, rebound underneath, Hudson Moore, and 1! And the Minutemen have their largest lead of the night at 8, looking to make it 9 from the line. Looks like the Colts could not quite corral the Minutemen for as long as they wanted to.
Hudson Moore looking really comfortable tonight. 9 points so far. Really good transition right there.
Another possible candidate for our game MVP, but the head candidate right now looking for his 3rd consecutive. Baden Forup waiting to replace his teammate, whose free throw attempt is up and good. So Moore with 10 points will head to the bench as he is replaced by his senior teammate, the 6'7" Baden Forup. And in for the Colts, replacing Bergholder, is going to be Garrett Hotz. Looking to maybe spark something here offensively for the Colts. As the ball barely inbounded, Grant Spencer going to try to bring it up the court. Good press here from the Minutemen, but it is broken by Clear Fork. As the ball on the floor, still maintained by Clear Fork, cross-court pass to Spencer, as he will dribble drive, foul call on the play, on the floor. And we're going to have an inbound underneath the basket. .155 left in the third quarter. First personal foul on Alex Depperschmidt, who will be replaced by A.J. Young. So 3 starters out there for the Minutemen in Fogel, Young, and Forup. The freshman Caudill and the sophomore Husty as well. Now in the corner of the basketball, Spencer kicking out to the big man, now Hotz with the basketball. Working on the freshman Caudill. Back out top of the key, tough jumper. Kind of a running jumper's off the mark, rebound Forup, and he is fouled on his way down by Riddle.
Kind of a forced shot right there by the Clear Fork Colts.
It seemed unnecessary. Could have brewed something else, as they've really been in a hurry most of this game, and when the shots stop falling, it can be hard to battle back against these Lexington Minutemen. So Riddle will see the bench. She is replaced by Milo Bergholder. 1:40 left in the third. A.J. Young bringing the ball up the court for the Lexington Minutemen, leading by 9. This ball goes to the freshman Fogel. Now to the big man Forup. Outside it goes to Gavin Husty. A.J. Young, dribble drive, little floater is short as he falls down. Maybe a foul call, nothing called though. And up the court for the Colts, an easy layup for Victor Skoog. Good transition offense there from the Colts. Minutemen were down a man as A.J. Young had to take his time getting up. Gavin Husty now with the basketball. Looking for something to happen. Kick out pass to Caudill. Now Fogel. Fogel looking to drive, causing some hesitation. Kick out Gavin Husty. He'll try his luck from deep. He's got it. Minutemen with their first double-digit lead of the evening. As here come the Colts. Skoog with a head full of steam. Kick out to the corner. Van Osdol thought about it. Husty with a great recovery. Van Osdol taking it to the bucket. In and out it goes. How unlucky. And Caudill now with the basketball. Lexington looking to slow it down.
Looked like a lot of contact there from the defense from the Lexington Minutemen.
Absolutely. The officials will argue that it was initiated by Van Osdol. So with 30 seconds left in the third, Lexington with the ball and a 10-point advantage. Young getting past his defender. Force pass in the paint is stolen away by Burgholder. And now the Minutemen will have to play defense to end this quarter. As Young working hard defensively, keeping the pressure on, and he is called for the reach. That is his third personal foul. Not a good time for that to happen, as Depperschmidt will have to come into the third quarter now. 13 and a half seconds left. He'll replace the guard, A.J. Young. So the Colts with a sideline inbound pass coming here. As for the first time today, we see the check-in of Beachy. And a forced pass underneath the basket will fall out of bounds. And the Minutemen have it with 11 seconds left. Jaden Beachy, one of two sophomores on this roster, getting his first minutes of the evening. Late in the third quarter, as Lexington looking to draw something up for a last second bucket. 10.8 left.
Look for a three ball right here by Gavin Huston in the quarter.
Absolutely. A rolled inbound pass will save Minutemen some time. Depperschmidt bring the ball up the court. Looking to make something happen into the corner. Gavin Husty, his three-point attempt is no good. Rebound Colts. And here they come in transition. Van Osdol from about a quarter court up and off the mark. And so the Minutemen will take a 10-point advantage in to the fourth and final quarter. We will be right back with our fourth quarter action after this break.
Welcome to Richland County's first artificial intelligence ATM. And if you car dance to the song you're listening to now, I will give you $50. See, that's something an ATM can never do.
Oh my gosh, are you serious?
Oh, we're serious.
Gosh, that's awesome. Thank you.
Thank you. We hope your day is a little bit better today.
Yes, thank you.
Back here with fourth quarter action as the Minutemen have a 10-point advantage going into the fourth quarter. As Lexington will start out with the basketball, trying to take as much time as possible. And want to come out of here with 3 consecutive wins this week. Tuesday night against Worcester, Friday night against West Holmes, and here on Saturday against the Colts. As Hudson Moore's 2-point attempt is up and good. Getting the friendly roll, but he will absolutely take it. Minutemen staying in the full court press despite their dozen advantage. 7.5 left to go. Elijah Hudson maybe a little bit too risky. He's going to get called for the foul.
I love the aggressiveness from Hudson right there, but you just can't afford that foul at the half-court line.
Absolutely not. So the Minutemen do lead by 12. That is their 5th personal foul, though. Now that one of these teams really wanting to get into a free throw game. As Skoog bringing it up the court with Depperschmidt on him. Skoog, got a dribble drive, tough shot, and it will not fall for him, but an offensive rebound. It goes to Hotz, and he is fouled. No bucket. It unfortunately doesn't fall for him, but he's going to the line to shoot 2. So Garrett Hotz going to the line to shoot 2 free throws. The first personal foul on the sophomore guard, Gavin Husty. And sophomore Garrett Hotz, first attempt, up and good. Colts trying to cut the advantage of the Minutemen down to 10 with this second free throw, no substitutions. And Hotz leading the Colts in the scoring category with 12, looking to make it 13 with this attempt. He will not rebound Hudson Moore. Here come the Minutemen in transition. As Moore going to calm things down. Now to Elijah Hudson. He wants a 3, however. It will not fall. Rebound underneath the big man. 4 up, and he's got a layup. 15 points for him. A possible Triple Crown winner for MVP this week. as Hotz guarded heavily. Stolen by Elijah Hudson. Tough shot, but he is fouled on the play. He's going to the line for 2.
Really good defense right there by Hudson, causing the turnover and getting a foul.
That was absolutely the case. And it looks like the freshman Fogel going to check back into the game for the Minutemen with 6:54 left to go. See who he replaces after Elijah Hudson's first free throw attempt. It is up and no good. As Fogel checks into the game, he's going to replace Alex Depperschmidt, so the Minutemen going with the bigger lineup. And head coach for the Colts, Tim Bradford, sees that and sends one of his guards, Powie Alt, up to the scores table, as well as Logan Anderson, the 6-foot senior. Just under 7 to play here in the 4th. From the village of Lexington, Elijah Hudson looking for his second free throw attempt to fall after the first one did not. As Elijah Hudson's second attempt, also off the back iron, rebound Colts. Full court press still in play for Lexington here. Elijah Hudson trying to steal it from behind, tipped it away for a second. Now the Colts moving the ball around offensively. The ball goes to Hotz. He almost had a 3, but he walked with it.
Good idea with that ball fake, but just picked up his pivot foot.
Now that ball fake got 2 Minutemen to fly over him, but unfortunately a little bit too quick to react. And now Gavin Husty, the sophomore, bringing the ball up the court for Lexington with a 13-point advantage. Now Fogel going to kick out Elijah Hudson to the corner. Thought about a 3, doesn't take it. Dribble penetration to the hoop he goes. He has fouled hard again, and once again, he'll make his return to the free throw line. That personal foul is going to be on Bergholder. His 3rd personal. It looks like the big man, Kaden Riddle, is ready to come back into this game and replace him. Joe Caudill at the scores table as well, as Elijah Hudson's first attempt is good. So the Minutemen with their largest lead of the night at 14. Shooting in the bonus from this point forward are both teams, with 6:24 left in the 4th quarter. Elijah Hudson, his second of 2 attempts, is also good, and Joe Caudill will replace him. And it looks like we're going to have a 30-second timeout call for the Lexington Minutemen. We're going to keep our action right here with you and read some comments. Main Street Belleville on Facebook says, "Go Colts." And it was the Clear Fork Colts with an impressive first quarter. A 15-11 advantage. Seemed to fall through the gaps a little bit in the second quarter. Christine Lindeman says, "Love listening in. Nice job, Austin and Levi." And thank you, Christine Lindeman, for tuning in this evening for Saturday Night Hoops on the OH Report live and free on Facebook and YouTube. I'm Austin Fisher, joining commentary with my partner Levi Davis as we are ready for the final 6:24 of action here in Lexington.
Lexington did a really good job coming out of the halftime break. Make some adjustments, and you can see it by the way they're leading this game.
Absolutely. Forup leading the way with 15. And here come the Colts trying to break the press once again. Hotz now going to give it to Anderson. Anderson losing the ball. It is stolen by Fogel, but he lost the handle of it. Out of bounds. It goes back to Clear Fork. Now the Colts with an inbound pass. Here's Skoog with Husty on defense. Skoog going to take it right at him. Great penetration as he left it short, though. Rebound fought for in the paint. And the big man underneath, Riddle, is going to go to the line with a lot of contact. Braden Fogel, a freshman, with his first foul of the evening. A really off night for him. We usually see him put up about 15 points a game, but just 4 for the evening as Riddle's first free throw attempt up and off the front of the rim.
Like we were talking about last night, Austin, every night it's a different player for the Lexington Minutemen. Like we said, one night Forup, one night Moore, one night Hudson.
Absolutely. All 3 of those players in double figures in this game as Riddle's second attempt is up and good. And the Colts got the dips at 2:14. Now Lexington with the ball. A.J. Young back with his 3 personal fouls as Braden Fogel, tough 2-point jumper. He left it short. Rebound underneath Forup. A reverse layup is good. And the advantage back to 16 for Lexington. 4 up has 17 and a kickball violation. What a great hustle there from Braden Fogel. And of course, just his freshman year, he's got so much time to develop as a player. And the fact that he's already contending with some juniors and seniors at this level is just extremely impressive. You think he's going to dominate the game come his upperclassman days.
Absolutely. You know, didn't even touch the floor, and he already has D1 offers, Austin.
Absolutely. 3 schools wanting him. As a scoop layup here for the Colts is off the mark by Skoog. Rebound freshman Caudill. It's A.J. Young pushing the ball in transition. Almost lost the hold of it. Maintaining possession. As behind him is Skoog almost stealing it away. Young will now kick it to Fogel, and back to Young. The Minutemen will reset. Fogel with the ball in the corner. A.J. Young spots up for a 3-point shot. It is off the mark as Caudill fighting hard for the rebound. Does not get the benefit from the officials. The ball goes out of bounds. And to the Colts it will go. So now Clear Fork trailing by 16, and the Minutemen not letting up whatsoever. Up 16, and they still have the press going as the tough pass there to Alt is caught. What a great pass to Skoog, who will step into a 3-point shot. It's heavily off the mark. Riddle with the rebound. He puts it up. No good. He got his own rebound again. Still working hard in the paint. What a great pass to Powie Alt, and he puts it in for 2.
Really good job by Riddle right there, not giving up on that play.
Could have been an offensive 3 seconds call. You don't see that called too often anymore, and the officials not going to bite on their whistle here. Great move from Hudson Moore, taking it inside of the paint. A foul is called. He will not have the bucket as he takes a step onto the bleachers behind the basket. He's going to the line for 2 free throws. Looks like a couple substitutions on the way here for the Colts. Bergholder back into the game, replacing Riddle, and Elijah Hudson will take out the freshman Joe Caudill.
Good little run right there by Joe Caudill.
Absolutely. And we're going to have a timeout here by the Clear Fork Colts. And it's going to be a full timeout, which means we'll send you to commercial break. We'll be right back after this message from our sponsor.
He takes the Tostitos, fakes left, goes right, and dives into the salsa. Now that is how you bring home the snacks.
What is he doing?
Preparing for his next career as a commentator.
Isn't he a little young for that?
All the best players get broadcast deals these days.
Bill's Mafia is going absolutely crazy down here. Isn't that right, Billy? So true, so true. Back to you, Josh. Back to you. Now let's go down onto the field for the coin toss. Doesn't get much better than this.
Back here now in Lexington, 4:39 to play in the 4th and final quarter. 52-38, the Minutemen lead. Hudson Moore to the line for 2 free throws. His first attempt off the mark. Perhaps Coach Tim Bradford icing the shooter. Could be a new popular trend. See if Clear Fork can start it here as Hudson Moore misses 1 of 2. His second free throw attempt is up and good. Lexington with a 15-point advantage. Skoog trying to break the press and trapping the Colts in the corner are the Minutemen. Deflected pass stolen away. Hudson Moore as he will go himself. Trying to throw down one hand, and Fogel almost had it too.
Man.
And a chaotic play, not going to pay off yet as A.J. Young taking it to the rim. Layup no good. Tip pass, and it's going to go back to Lexington as they will calm things down. We almost saw a couple acrobatic dunks. As Young looking for a pass, going to find it inside to Hudson. Stolen away, Powie Alt. Tipped out of bounds, 4:09 left, and we're staying here with the Minutemen.
I have never seen that ever watching basketball.
Wow.
At any level.
Looked like Fogel tried to adapt to the play as Hudson Moore went up for a one-handed jam. Didn't have it. It was deflected. Off the rim, and it didn't work. And Charles May checking in for the Clear Fork Colts on this Minutemen inbound pass. Out to the corner it goes to Fogel. And he walked with the basketball. Seemed like a completely controlled play, but instead the officials think differently. Only 1 second coming off the clock. And the Minutemen are back on defense. Here come the Colts trying to break the press. To Hotz. Now to Skoog. Skoog. Now back to Hotz. Wide open for 3. He's going to pop it. and miss it. Almost rebounded by May. Instead, it's going to be rebounded underneath and up for two by Grant Spencer. Here comes Lexington quickly down the floor. Elijah Hudson. 2-point fadeaway shot off the mark. Rebound for up. What a great rebound that is. Up and in for two.
Baden Forbes getting that defensive rebound over 3 Clear Fork Colts and still finishing.
You think he wants that back-to-back-to-back MVP or what?
I think he does.
Absolutely. 19 points for 4 up tonight. That's a 3-point attempt from Charlie May is up, and it doesn't quite fall. Fighting hard for the rebound. I think he's going to get called for the personal foul. However, Hudson Moore came down with it. And May coming off the bench, and he's very ambitious. Halfway through this quarter, and we're going to have a 1-and-1 coming up here for Hudson Moore. Hudson Moore has seen the free throw line quite a bit tonight, probably more than any other player. As this is just a 1-and-1, so he'll have to make the front end if he wants a second attempt. Free throw is up off the rim, and it does not fall. Rebound going to Charlie May. Here come the Colts. Spencer looking for somebody to pass to. He's going to get it to Burgholder. Now to Hotz. Hotz looking for some more points, driving into the lane. It is blocked by Elijah Hudson. And another foul, and Hudson Moore is going back to the line for two. That one's on Burgholder. His 4th personal. So perhaps Coach Tim Bradford might want to try to get Kaden Riddle back into the game. Not showing it yet, however. Hudson Moore looking to correct his mistake as he missed a 1-and-1 last time. He'll have 2 attempts on this occasion. His first one is good. Minutemen lead by 16, 3:11 left in the 4th. Hudson Moore's second attempt, also good. And a substitution for the Colts. Coming into the game, rather, is going to be, I believe, Mason Pipes, and a timeout is going to be called on the floor. We're waiting to see if it is a full timeout, and it is, which means we will be right back after our break.
Welcome to Richland County's first artificial intelligence ATM. And if you car dance to this song you're listening to now, I will give you $50. See, that's something an ATM can never do.
Oh my gosh, are you serious?
Oh, we're serious.
Gosh, that's awesome. Thank you.
Thank you. We hope your day is a little bit better today.
Yes, thank you.
Back now in Lexington, getting ready for the final 3:11 of action. From Lexington High School, the Colts trailing by 17 with the basketball, as Victor Skoog will bring the ball up the court for the MOAC representers. As Skoog thought about a 3 at first, now getting a mismatch. Kick outside, Charlie May thought about popping a 3, didn't take it. Kicked outside instead to Colin Johnson. Now up top to Victor Skoog. Still with that mismatch, and now back to where it was, and an offensive foul is going to be called. And if that's on Burgholder, which it is, that is his 5th personal, and he is going to be out of this game, leaving with no points. 2:50 left to go on this one, and Burgholder fouls out. And we're going to have a timeout called by the Clear Fork Colts, so another quick timeout is going to be called. We're going to stay here and keep action with us despite the full timeout. So the Minutemen coming out of the gates despite only having a 4-point advantage at halftime. They now lead by 17. What did Coach Scott Hamilton have to say?
I think Coach Hamilton just told the guys just to play your game, stay confident, don't really get caught up in that small lead at halftime.
Absolutely, and it seems like the Colts kind of fell off the ride. They were holding strong there with the Minutemen for as long as they could, but you think they just ran out of energy?
I think so. I think they got kind of caught up in the hype, didn't really think too much about it, but just fell apart.
Absolutely. Adam Van Osdol was definitely letting the Purple Haze know earlier as he buried a 3 how he felt about it. The Colts led by as many as 6 in this one, but now trailing by 17, the Minutemen control all of the momentum.
Well, Austin, in about 2 minutes and 45 seconds, the Purple Haze is going to let Adam Van Osdale know what just happened.
Absolutely. The Minutemen looking to improve to a 10-0 start, and it looks like the senior Jack Slamp coming into the game for the Minutemen as he inbounds to A.J. Young. Here comes Lexington as Young with the basketball. Now to Jack Slamp. Lamp to Elijah Hudson, who's going to pull it back out to the top of the key and just relax with it for a second. And it looks like the Minutemen going to start to clear their bench. And A.J. Young traveled with it. Another inadvertent turnover. The ball will go back to the Colts as Terrence Corbin and Chance Basilone will check in for Elijah Hudson and A.J. Young.
Like we said in pregame, Austin, look for these bench guys to get in. Like I said, play is play.
Play is absolutely right. And here comes Will Perkins as well, going to replace the freshman Joe Caudill. As Lex's 17-point advantage, comfortable enough for Coach Scott Hamilton to make these decisions. Now Clear Fork and Evan Hager bringing it up the court. Now Charles May, back to Hager. Up top, it's going to go to Colin Johnson. Johnson now back to Hager. Hager, dribble drive into the paint, tough layup, no good. Got his own rebound, a foul call on the play. And let's see if they're going to call an and one or if they're calling it on the floor. They're going to call it on the floor.
Yeah, Austin, this isn't the NBA where you get continuation.
So no basket, but instead, with a foul on Jack Slamp, it's going to be a 1-and-1 for the sophomore Evan Hager. So Hager looking for his first points tonight, and he will not find it. The front end missed on the 1-and-1. Minutemen control possession. Final 2 minutes here from Lexington as the Minutemen looking to go 10-0 to start off the season, 7-0 in conference play. Corbin now to Husty. Husty to Will Perkins. Back to Husty. His three-point attempt is off the backboard, no good. Now here comes Clear Fork. As Alt with the basketball, working on Basilone down to the corner. Charles May. And a push is going to be called on Will Perkins, so May will shoot 2.
Well, Austin, with about 1:30 left in the game, who is your top choice for the OH Report MVP?
Top choice for our MVP, likely going to be Baden Forup, putting up another solid performance tonight. I feel like he wants it more than anybody else, and of course tonight's MVP coming with a little bit of a reward. Stay tuned to figure out what that is, as Charles May's first free throw attempt is good. And Charlie May, of course, used to attend Lexington, so the Purple Haze showing him some love as May's second attempt is no good. Jack Slamp coming down with the rebound. The Minutemen control possession. Here comes Will Perkins with a nice little move, and he's going to get fouled. He'll go to line for 2 of his own free throws. Well, we've seen quite a bit of basketball in the last 3 days. Or 3 games, rather, across the last 5 days from Lexington. Do you think there's any team in this district that is going to be able to stop Lexington?
I think the only couple teams that come to mind so far, Austin, would be the Mansfield Senior Tigers or the Shelby Whippets.
Absolutely. Shelby with a couple stellar players as Perkins' first free throw attempt is no good off the side of the rim. But yeah, Shelby really putting up some good stats in the MOAC. They've been impressive so far. They usually have a lot of individuals that can shoot the 3-ball very well, and this year, of course, no exception. It'll be interesting to see what they do. They've got quite a tough schedule towards the end of the season as Perkins' second attempt is good. But Akron St. Vincent St. Mary's, LeBron James' alma mater, is going to be their final game of the regular season. We'll see how they handle that one. As a drive here from Alt. Kick outside, a 3-point attempt is up. And no good from Hager. Rebound Will Perkins.
Another note about the Lexington schedule that I've been looking at, Austin. They got a tough week next week.
Absolutely. Got Ontario at Ontario. Then an invitational tournament as Basilone's 3-point attempt will fall.
Chance Basilone from the deep range, baby. You love to see it.
The sophomore who gets a lot of JV love, getting some varsity minutes. And he's got a nice three ball. It'll be interesting to see where the coaches put him next season. As Hager, hand off May. May now going to give it to Johnson and now to Alt. Now Terrence Corbin defending Evan Hager with a step back three in his face. It is no good. Rebound underneath Will Perkins. Here come the Minutemen in transition. Perkins with an excellent move to the basket. He is fouled hard. And he'll go to the line for 2 more free throws.
Yeah, one thing you said about the Lexington Minutemen is that invitational next week, Austin. They actually play an Ohio State commit, Austin Parks. It's going to be interesting to see how Baden Ford matches up with him.
Could see an appearance from Ohio State Buckeyes head coach Chris Holtman. Who knows? 29.2 seconds to go in this one. The Minutemen leading by 20. Perkins' first free throw attempt is off the front of the rim. So we're going to see 3 Minutemen wins in the same week on the same court against 2 OCC opponents, and of course tonight against the MOAC opponent. This game rescheduled was supposed to be the first game of the season, as Perkins' second attempt is good. Here come the Colts, trailing by 21, looking for a little bit of momentum to ride on for the last couple seconds of this one. 20 seconds to go. Hager is going to get it stolen by Will Perkins, who will go up for the layup, and it is no good. A rebound, Gavin Husty. Kick out, Chance Basilone. And with 10 seconds left, Jack Slamp. Now to Corbin, out of the corner. Will Perkins for 3, doesn't go. Rebound, Charlie May. 3 seconds, 2 seconds. Pass up the court is going to go out of bounds with 0.8 to go. And the Purple Haze knows they've got this one secured.
You'd love to see it, Austin. Really good win tonight by the Lexington Minutemen.
Absolutely. And if you're the Colts, nothing to hang your head about. They put up a great fight, especially in the first half, but that is going to do it. It's the Lexington Minutemen 62, the Clear Fork Colts 41. The Minutemen improve to 10-0, and the Colts fall to 4-9. We will be back with our MVP and some post-game stats after this commercial break.
He takes the Tostitos, fakes left, goes right, and dives into the salsa. Now that is how you bring home the snacks.
What is he doing?
Preparing for his next career as a commentator.
Isn't he a little young for that?
All the best players get broadcast deals these days.
Bill's Mafia is going absolutely crazy down here. Isn't that right, Billy? So true, so true. Back to you, Josh. Back to you. Now let's go down onto the field for the coin toss. Doesn't get much better than this.
Welcome to Richland County's first artificial intelligence ATM. And if you car dance to the song you're listening to now, I will give you $50. See, that's something an ATM can never do.
Oh my gosh, are you serious?
Oh, we're serious.
Gosh, that's awesome. Thank you.
Thank you. We hope your day is a little bit better today.
Yes, thank you.
Now back at Lexington High School with our MTIA player of the game. It is senior forward Kaden Riddle, who had 19 points, sending it down to the floor with our guy Levi Davis on the call.
All right, there we go. That's my bad, everybody. Like I said, I'm here with back-to-back-to-back MVP Kaden Riddle after this 62-41 win by the Lexington Minutemen. Kaden, you guys kind of got off to an early, slow start in the first half. How'd you guys rebound after halftime?
I mean, we just had to play better. We had to play better defense. So,
you guys got a long week next week. Ontario on Tuesday, going to be a really loud crowd. And then Saturday, you guys are going up against St. Mary's Memorial, Austin Parks, Ohio State commit. What are you guys looking forward to the most?
I'm more excited for Sunday. I mean, it's a good game.
All right, you heard it here first, folks. I got the Purple Haze with me. Hey, make some noise, everybody. Yeah! Let's go. Yeah!
That was so good.
Hey, Diggy.
All right, thank you, Levi, so much for that. Once again, it's the Minutemen getting the victory at home, 62-41 over the Clear Fork Colts. The Minutemen improving to 10-0 overall, and the Colts falling to 4-9. Next up for the Lexington Minutemen, a new contest upcoming. They take on the Ontario Warriors in Ontario, so a big backyard rivalry on its way between them. Once again, from Lexington High School, I'm Austin Fisher with Levi Davis, saying good night to everybody from the OH Report.